Hi everyone. So this will be a quick tutorial on Elasticsearch asynchronous search. So let's get started. So I will just quickly explain what is asynchronous search. So usually asynchronous search is a client like a website, integration client or a command line client. They send a request and that request is processed asynchronously. So client can be anything like a mobile integration system or any other website, and it will send the request to Elasticsearch. Elasticsearch will immediately acknowledge the request, and then client will continuously loop for status to see if the request is completed or not, and then it will make a call, as I mentioned, is complete or not. Elasticsearch will reply if yes or no, and based on that client can fetch the results. So it will send another request to fetch all the data, and in future because the data will be cached at the Elasticsearch side, so client can send a asynchronous request to free up the memory. So it will use the search ID, and client will acknowledge the deletion. So that's the basic workflow. So I have a couple of queries for this particular session. So I'll just copy this and go over my Kibana console and paste those queries. So I'll first perform a regular search. So regular search comes back immediately because it's a synchronous search, and if it takes time it will be like you have to wait for 5 seconds, 2 seconds if it's a massive search and all. So next is asynchronous search. So what I do is just add async at the end, so that will make it async search. And async search will basically because in this case my database is very small, it comes immediately because there's a minimum wait time out of 1 second. So what I need to do is I need to send a parameter, query param, like wait for completion timeout equal to 0 seconds, and this will make it asynchronous search. It will give me an ID, so I can take this particular ID and copy it. So this ID will be used by the clients to check the status, the next, whether it's completed or not. So if it's completed, it will be like is running will be false and is partial will be false. So these two objects will be false and false, right? So my ID has successful, my async search has successfully completed. So now I can get the results back. So if I search, I can get the same all the objects back. So it's like 4,675 hits, and because I have successfully retrieved the result, after a few days I can actually, after a few days or immediately also, I can delete if I don't want to cache the results. So I can say delete the async search ID, and finally if I do one more I will see that it's not found, resource not found exception. So that's all there is for the asynchronous search. And going back to the slide, so here is the link to read more about async search. So there are a couple of query parameters which you can take a look. It's all there in the documentation. And okay, that's okay. Thanks for watching. Bye.